This particular picture, this was meant to be the big comeback, of course, of Harry and Meghan. There's so many comebacks, aren't there? They make Norma Desmond from Sunset Boulevard look tame, ready for my close-up. Meghan's coming back from what, though? The next disaster. That's the thing. You normally make a comeback when you had a mega successful career and you are returning after a stint away. Maybe you've taken time out for family issues, whatever. But either way, you're supposed to have something to come back from. Meghan really is just coming back from half-sold pots of jam to friends. Well, not sold, give it away in baskets of fruit with a bit of string tied round. You know what I'm saying? That's the level we're at. But a recent comeback on CBS for Sunday Morning, as I pointed out at the time, wasn't a spectacular success. But behind the scenes, things continue to unravel. Let me explain. To see you, thank you so much as ever for your time. By the way, thank you for your support with the video regarding the children's panto and the teacher saying there'll be no mention of Christmas in it. What a ludicrous thing to do. I mean, really, particularly as I say, when it's the introduction to theatre, and panto over here is a big, big thing, a big money spinner too. So again, I stand by that. That teacher really should just be fired. She shouldn't be teaching children. It's disgusting really what she's doing, but as ever, up to the authorities and the loony people that are running these things now. Thank goodness you and I went through a different education system. I know, you do think that, don't you? You know what I mean? Oh, absolutely. Let's get back to your royal story of the day. This was apparently to launch the Parents Network. Do you remember? Prince Harry, yes, about first responders and all. I thought, what's he on about? I thought we were talking about an episode of Space 1999 here. I thought, don't know what you're on about. The usual gobbledygook that they come up with, absolutely, 100%. But apparently, you see, the Parents Network initially, and it's a very serious subject, this, because I do feel so sorry for so many of the parents associated with this. This is regarding for your children who are bullied online. As I've said to you many times before, our generation, it happened and you told the teacher and hopefully they did something, but it was a different time, wasn't it? You had the sanctuary of your home and your loving parents and you could sit there and tell them and all that sort of stuff. But now, you can be bullied online without the parents knowing, all thanks to digital technology, smartphones, iPads, that sort of stuff. And this was really the backbone of the story. It should be applauded. But as you saw, most of them were shoved out of the way for this particular interview with Meghan Markle, who decided to apparently, announce the fact that, well, she'd only scratched the surface. Once again, bringing it back to herself of her own, terrible situation, her own suicidal thoughts, whatever, Now, what I find fascinating about this is behind the scenes, and as ever, I have to say allegedly, but from an excellent source, people were appalled because once again, it was literally meant to be about something completely different. But the headlines just resulted back in Meghan talking about herself. The absolute message was lost, which was so vital in making this a launch. So as you saw a couple of, maybe 2 weeks ago now, they got back in front of the camera. Meghan loves the microphone, as we know, and decided now to duly reinforce this particular message. But nobody understood what it was about, because again, wittering on in all sorts of non-speak, that basically means nothing. Apparently it's their charity and they're very supportive of it. Nice, but could you be clear about your message? But either way, I've been told that a lot of people who were associated with this are now disenchanted simply because it's been all about, well, guess who? Now, if they'd have chosen, like members of the monarchy do, to be very much in the background but be a forceful drive, a little bit like Camilla's done with her domestic abuse, focus on the people that matter, not on yourself, this might have become a success. Sources tell me this is heading the very same way as many other ventures that Harry and Meghan have gone down. They learn to step back and let the absolute value of the story be the star, rather than normally, well, you know who. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.